greater honor. He was thanking God for greater in the middle of the difficulty. When you're in tough times, you can either talk about how big the problem is, or you can talk about how big your God is. You can be complaining about the trouble, or you can be thanking God that the trouble is only temporary. If you're going to see the greater, you have to do like David. In the middle of the suffering, start declaring that greater is coming. If the medical report doesn't look good, while you're taking the treatment, you need to say, Father, thank you that greater health is coming. Thank you that the number of my days you will fulfill. Thank you that I will run and not be weary. When you're fighting depression, anxiety, fear, don't sit around thinking about how you're never going to get better. In the middle of the battle, you need to say, Lord, thank you that greater joy is coming. Thank you that you're pushing back forces of darkness. When it seems like you're stuck in your career, your dream looks impossible, Father, thank you that greater favor is coming. Thank you that you're opening doors that no man can shut. Thank you that you're taking me where I can't go on my own. Your attitude in the suffering is what's going to determine whether you come out with greater or whether you get stuck where you are. Peter said, after you have suffered a little while. I'm not saying that if you have faith, you'll never have any suffering, never have things that aren't fair, situations that aren't turning around, but keep the right perspective. The suffering is not permanent. You may suffer for a little while, not your whole life, not for the next 20 years. Don't believe that lie that what you're going through is never going to change. Don't believe the lie that you'll always struggle with that addiction. You'll always have to deal with the sickness. You'll always have that trouble at work. The suffering is not going to last. It didn't come to stay. It came to pass. What God started in your life, He's going to finish. But here's the key. To see the greater, you have to go through the suffering. I wish I could tell you that greater comes by just being positive, just having faith, just honoring God. But there are levels you can only reach by going through some difficulties. Don't get stuck in the suffering. Don't get bitter because someone walked out on you. Don't settle in the depression, thinking that that's your lot in life. Don't let the setback in your finances convince you that you'll always struggle. Keep an attitude of faith and go through it. Keep believing when every thought is telling you it's never going to change. Keep talking like it's going to happen when nothing is improving. Keep declaring God's promises when it seems like it's not doing any good. That suffering is a test. It's an opportunity to show God that you're not going to get discouraged. You're not going to give up on your dreams. You're not going to lose your passion. Peter goes on to say, after you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace, who called you to His eternal glory in Christ, will Himself restore you, strengthen you, and establish you. God has already called you to live a victorious life. He's already called you to overcome every obstacle. You've been handpicked by the Creator of the universe. The God who spoke worlds into existence chose you before you could choose Him. The forces that are trying to stop you are no match for the God who has already called you. Now do like David and go through the suffering with faith, knowing that your greater is coming. If you'll keep the right attitude, God Himself is going to restore you. That means He's not going to send the angels. He's not going to ask Gabriel to do it, but the Most High God is going to suddenly turn things around. He's going to suddenly heal, suddenly deliver, suddenly promote. When it's your time, you're not going to come out the same. You're going to come out better. You may have already passed this test. You've been doing the right thing, suffering with a smile, praising through the pain, worshiping instead of worrying, being good to people that aren't being good to you. Get ready. Greater is coming. God is about to do a new thing. Problems that look permanent are about to turn around. Dreams you thought were too far gone are about to suddenly come to pass. The right people, divine connections are about to show up. Greater influence is coming. Greater favor is coming. Greater honor is coming. The enemy thinks he's pulling you back to keep you there. He doesn't realize that like a bow and arrow, the more he pulls you back, the farther God is about to shoot you. The enemy thinks he's hindering you.